lovies, it's Cherie. Happy Farm Friday. My curtain is attacking me. Close. But anyway, I finally got around to filming my aminals, all of my fur children, and I didn't really, because I was trying to walk and talk and think and animal, I didn't really get to do their whole backstory, so I thought I would do that now, and I'll just insert pictures of them as I'm talking about them in case you don't remember their names, which I don't expect you to. But our first fur child is Ricci. She is a Rottweiler mix. I don't know what she's mixed with. My husband knows. She was his dog since he was fresh out of college, and she's 15 or 16. She's an old lady grandma. So she's kind of like the ruler of the roost, and she's super cute and sweet, and she listens really well, and he rescued her from somewhere, and a friend of his had her brother, and she's 85 pounds, and I think the brother was like 120, so like she could have been huger I got the hiccups than she is. So yeah, so Ricci is our oldest baby, and then I had a dog when I met my husband, and her name is Nola, and she is a Husky Shepherd mix that I rescued from a rescue shelter. I don't know, I don't think it was a kill shelter. I don't know, but I got her from a shelter. And she is a mix as well, and she's super cute and really pretty, and she is the most timid, sweet, absolutely insane dog I've ever met. She's kind of like me, like she's real passive, and she's got a whole lot of ticky weirdness that she's got issues with. So she's like sensory, we're like soulmates, her and I. But I named her Nola because I love New Orleans. That's like my favorite place that I've been so far, and so I named her Nola because I thought it was pretty. And then Ricci was named Ricci because my husband had a massive crush on Christina Ricci when he was in college. So the girl from like the Addams Family, Christina Ricci. So that's why her name is Ricci. And then our newest dog baby, I know every time I say your name you look at me, I'm sorry. Ricci's up here with me. And then our newest fur baby is Dexter, and he is the dog that we picked out together. I wanted a small dog just because I love to snuggle and cuddle, but these dogs are huge. Ricci is 85 pounds, and Nola is 50, 60, somewhere around there. So it's real hard for them to like jump up into my lap and snuggle with me. They kind of just have to lay at my feet, and I can pet them. But so I told my husband, I was like, I really want like a little tiny dog that we can snuggle with. So we found Dexter, who I'm not sure he was a puppy mill dog, but when we went to pick him up, the house that we got him from, we weren't even sold on getting him. We just went to see him, and I told my husband, like, he was real tiny. He weighed 1 pound when we got him, and he was 2 months old, I think, so he was super little. I mean, he is a teacup, so he's supposed to be small, but he was like little, and he was like crammed in a crate with cats, and like the whole house was like covered in cat smell. It was disgusting, and he was so scared to come out of that crate. And I told my husband, I was like, I don't care. My husband was worried that he was not gonna make it because he was so small and he was lethargic. And he was real like, and he's like, look, you know, we're going to get this dog and there's a chance he's not going to live. And I was like, I don't care. I would rather have him at home with us and us be able to love on him and give him food and attention and snuggles and have him looked at by a vet, and then have him, if he's sickly, pass away happy than here in this cat crate. Like, I can't even imagine that being like the last thing you saw, you know, as an animal. I mean, or a human either. I mean, it's just terrible. I don't know how people can cram animals into these little things and then sell them. I don't know. Anyway, so he had to come home. There was no discussion. Like, I was like, he's coming home with us. He's ours. And as soon as we got him home and to the vet and got him fed, he was like a whole new dog, like hopping all around and prancing all around. And he turned into the like awesome little dog that he is now. With tons of personality in this little tiny body. But he's super cool. And I was unsure about a Chihuahua because I've personally known mean Chihuahuas, and I know they can be yippy, but I guess that's got to be how you raise them, because he doesn't bark unless it's a stranger, which is good. And he's not mean. he knows how to play nicely. So I think it's all how you raise them, because I've definitely been around some mean Chihuahuas. And then we have, I didn't get Pancake on video because she's a turtle, she's a tortoise, so she's all covered up in her little enclosure, and she's covered with whatever that pine stuff is, so you can only see like the top of her shell, and I don't want to pull her out because she's old and crotchety as well. But I found Pancake when I was in Atlanta going to the zoo, and she was trying to cross the road, and I could tell that she was not a normal turtle because she's huge. She's like this, and she's like a grayish color, like a grayish green. And I was like, that doesn't look like a box turtle. And I always break for turtles anyway because they can't get across the road fast. You just gotta help them out. If you do rescue a turtle from the side of the road, make sure you take them in the direction that they were going. Like, if they're facing this direction, then take them off the road and put them right there, because if you don't, they're following a scent, and if you don't do it that way and you take them back in the direction they came from, they will just turn right back around and go down the road right in the middle of the road. So anyway, so I stopped to help her, or get her across the road, and there was a lot of traffic coming, so I couldn't get into the road. I was just standing there waiting for all the cars to go by, and the very last truck, I think he did it on purpose, the very last truck smacked her, and she flew in the air, and I was like, no! And it was like slow motion, and she smacked on the ground, and I was like, I know she's dead, I know she's dead, she didn't make it. And I went out in the road, and she popped right out of her shell and started trying to run. So I got her, and she did have a hole in her shell about the size of a quarter, maybe a nickel. It was a hole where he had smacked her. And I tried to find a rescue for her. None of them would take her. I did find one place that said that they could do shell repair, but it was like $1,500 or something insane. And my husband's like, I cannot spend $1,500 on this turtle that you just rescued from the side of the road. Anyway, so I took her to PetSmart, and the little fishy lady there was like, oh, this is a Greek tortoise. She's like, this is somebody's pet that has escaped. And she's like, if you look on YouTube, you can find like tutorials on how to fix their shell. So for like a month, we treated her wound, and every day we would wash her and put, medicine on it and bandage it so it didn't get any dirt in it. And we fixed this wound until it was clean enough and solid enough to repair her shell. And then my husband Franken-turtled her. He put, what is that stuff called? Fiberglass? Something hard over the wound, and it grew. Now it's grown into her shell, so she's completely healed, but she's a Franken-turtle. And then, so yeah, so now we have a tortoise, and her name is Pancake because she was almost a pancake on the side of the road. And then of course we have chickens. We have roosters and chickens, and we just had some baby chickens, so those are all of our fur children so far. Hopefully we'll be getting rabbits soon, and we have talks of getting goats because we have some kudzu that is attacking our field, and goats love kudzu, and it's really the only way to get rid of kudzu is to have animals eat it. So we don't know which one we're gonna get first. It's either gonna be goats or rabbits. I don't know, but enclosures for your animals so that they're safe and clean and safe from other animals that want to eat them. It can be pricey. I told my husband, I was like, we should start like a GoFundMe thing on GoFundMe so that we can get money for the farm. But I feel weird about that, so no. But yeah, so hopefully those are all on the plans, and that's all of our children. So now we're gonna roll that beautiful bean footage of all of our little fur babies doing fur baby things. Reach-a-boo! Here's a good girl. Here's a good baby. Here's a sweet baby. Richie, sit. Richie, sit. Richie, sit. Good girl. This is Richie. She is 15? 16? How old are you? How old are you? She doesn't like to be on camera. Yeah. This is my husband's dog. He's had her since he graduated from college. I mean, she's my dog now too, but he had her for this was his main lady for many years. So she gets run of the house. Do you tell me what to do? Are you in charge? See? Oh, yes. Stretch those bones. Stretch them. Alright. Richie Boo, what you doing? My filming area. Ah! I'll probably cut that out of this. Hi. Are you comfortable? See, this is the dog room. Carpet is all for the dogs. Dexter do. Dexter do. Dexter, bang bang. Bang bang. Dexter, bang bang. Bang bang. Bang bang. Good boy. Good boy, Dexter do. This is our little 4-pound Chihuahua. He's our newest baby. We've had him for about a year. He's at maximum capacity and size. The moon is still out in the daytime. I love that. It feels like fall outside. Magical. Dexter do. You gonna go chase some rabbits? Dexter likes to chase rabbits and chickens and other dogs. Yep, he's onto something. Dexter goes into the bed. He's a sweet baby. He's a good boy. He's a little sweet baby. He's my sweet baby. He's a little Nola Boo. Nola, come on. Come on, girl. Where's the good baby? This is Nola. He's for some reason camera shy right now. Nola, come on. He's a good girl. Come on. Come on, baby. She doesn't like to sit on the wet grass. So, this is Nola. There we go. There's some personality. She's a Husky Shepherd mix that I got from a rescue. She is 6. Yes. We're an old lady almost. But she's super sweet and she's a mess. I know. We have to keep her on a runner if she's outside because Huskies like to escape and run about the neighborhood and get attacked by large animals. But yeah, so this is Nola. Let's go see the chickens. What do you think? Nola, sit. Nola, sit. Good girl. Look at me. Nola, look at me. Good girl. She's so cute. This is Spanky and Clementine. She's our newest hen. I don't know what kind she is because we got her in a mix of chickens, and so I don't know what she is, but she lays brown eggs. And Spanky is a Kellogg's rooster, so he's the kind of rooster that the Kellogg's roosters I know is named after. So these two are a little couple. Yes, he's got a little girlfriend now. These two were super cute because when we first got Clementine, we weren't sure if she was a hen because you can't really sex them until they start crowing. And we used to let Spanky just run around the yard, and they would sleep at night with her up against the cage on the inside and him up against the cage on the outside, like cuddled up together. And I told my husband, I was like, I think they're meant to be. So these two have just been like best of friends forever. And she just started laying eggs, so maybe we'll get some baby Clementines and baby Spankies. I don't know, we'll have to see. Yes, Spanky. This is Elvis. He is our other rooster. He is an asshole. He's super mean, and if he's in the coop, I can't go in there. But he's a great rooster. He keeps all his hens really safe, and he's only got 5 hens right now. We're missing the Silky. She must be laying an egg, and then the other mom is inside. But Elvis is gorgeous, and he's evil. He will rip your face off if you go into the coop, which is bad if you want a pet rooster, but good if you want him to defend his chickens. These ladies don't have names. They're just his girlfriends. Chicken 1, 2, and 3. These are all newer chickens, so we haven't really thought of any names for them yet that have stuck. So they're just Elvis's groupies. Let's go see if we can find the Silky. There's the Silky. There's Elvis. She's probably getting ready to lay an egg if she's not sitting on one. I love Silkies because they have little mohawks. And they have these like peacock cheeks right here. That little white spot is actually peacock colored. But they are super motherly and they are super quick to get broody and want to just sit around and sit on eggs all day. So they can be a challenge. Tell him. Tell him, Elvis. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Nullaboo. So yeah. This is the backyard. This is the backyard. The field is down that way through those trees. And then that big greenery area up there is the garden. Farm life. Nullaboo. She doesn't want to be on camera. Here's my canning closet. We'll include that in Farm Friday. Yeah. This is all jams and jellies. And then we've got chickpeas and peppers and tomatoes and jalapenos, cranberries, grapes, salsa, pickles, beef stock, I think, pumpkin butter, and then all that down there is grape juice. So I've got a good little store going up. Yes. My husband built this canning closet for me, so that was nice of him. So I have a place to put all of my canning stuff, and then I keep all my extra jars up here. Sweet!